Hey everybody, I'm Jesse, and welcome to another edition of Gen X Thinks. And today I'm going to talk about a few smaller random points that don't have enough meat to them to make an entire episode. So I'll just put a few of them together to hopefully make an interesting video. Now the first thing I'm going to mention is the idea that this globalism thing, right? They want to make everyone the same. That's all this immigration and stuff, right? They're trying to destroy the culture. They want all one culture, all one religion, all one everything, okay? And if you just look around and look at what has happened in the last 20 years, it's just obvious. It's not being hidden. They write books about it and shit. But I was looking at the idea that all this, they want everybody to think the same way. And that's exactly how the leftists are, the liberals. They all believe in the same thing, and they intimidate each other into conforming. They try to intimidate everyone into conforming and believing that same shit, that with threats of violence and actual violence and all these other ways. But there's no, when's the last time you heard a debate between two leftists, like they're arguing, a point or something, or they're debating, kicking ideas around, and that's a really important thing for growth and government and political ideas is debate. They don't debate each other ever. Now, I see these debates in the center and on the right and but those terms are confusing because leftists call everyone right. You're either right or alt-right. There's no center. There's no libertarians and stuff like that. It's just alt-right and right. And but on the alt-right and right, there's a free exchange of ideas, and there are debates and discussions. On the left, all they do is scream and shout about how wrong the center and the right are. That's all they want to talk about. How we're racists and bigots, and you're either a racist, white supremacist, or you're a race traitor. If you're not white, then you're a race traitor. If you have common sense and reject that leftist bullshit. And I've seen this many, many times with Candace Owens, the Hodge twins, and these celebrities of note, people of color. They're called race traitors, and they're lied about and all this stuff and harassed. It's insane just because they have some notoriety and they're center or right leaning, and they have some common sense, and they reject the left. That's the main thing. You reject the left and their way of thinking. Everybody who does that's the enemy, no matter if you're right, center, up, down. You just can't reject the left and their whack job ideas. And the left, those people on the left are the definition of the sheep, or the NPCs. They all just get in lockstep with whoever or whatever is telling them to do or say, and they just follow the crowd. They don't speak out against their own. They don't question their own, like I do with Trump. For any of my followers who have watched my previous videos, I question Trump, even though I voted for him for 3 times, but I'll stand up and ask, what the hell are you doing there? So that kind of stuff does not happen over there at all. No matter what those people do, they're applauded. The left applauds them. Steal from the American people, rape us for our tax money for decades. Oh, thank you. Thank you. As long as you're not one of those racist bigots. Thank you. Thank you for making me poorer. Thank you for making my life more difficult. Thank you for removing my son's testicles. Thank you for everything. Thank you for beating up my daughter in the in the boxing ring. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for taking my jobs and sending them overseas and then giving the rest of the jobs away to AI and illegal immigrants. So this kind of stuff, that mentality on the left, that leftist, that paradigm is exactly what the globalists, the elite, this globalist thing they're trying to push, that's exactly who they want. They want everybody in lockstep. They want everybody to agree that all this bad stuff is good for them. And everybody who disagrees with that is the enemy. They're shouted down as bigots, racists, race traitors, homophobes, transphobes, all these ists and phobes. So we just need to be aware of this, that this is part of a larger plan. These people, these leftists have been indoctrinated and they have spent trillions and trillions of dollars indoctrinating these people. This isn't just some fancy goofball idea that's spreading around. No, this is a designed and implemented plan by the billionaires and the oligarchs and whoever you want to call the bankers, the elite upper crust bankers that we can't even identify. This is a plan, and the left is proof that it is working. They have been targeted and indoctrinated by design to place a cancer, an ideological cancer in our country, and then accept and embrace its destruction. And it's obvious. It is completely obvious once you look around and just pay attention. You don't have to do deep dive researches and shit. Just look around and pay attention. Think about the next weird thing you see. Why? Why is that? And a lot of times the only answer that makes sense is to follow the money. Who's paying for it? And another thing I'd like to mention here in this one is that Elon Musk is going through with Doge, and I actually read the executive order, and Donald Trump set up this Department of Doge, right? Department of Government Efficiency. And one of the good things I like about it is that, and they put an expiration date on it in the executive order. This Department of Government Efficiency expires, I think it's July 4th, 2026. So it no longer exists. It just goes away. After July 5th, 2026, Elon Musk is just a regular billionaire again. So that's one thing that a lot of people, I don't think they understand. They put a time limit on it. He doesn't just get to run around chopping shit for 4 years. He gets to do it for 2.5. Then he's got 2 or 3 kids. I say kids, but they're like 19 years old. These kids, one of them, the dude's handle is online is Big Balls. So Elon Musk is running around with this kid named Big Balls, hacking these government agencies and shit all apart, and disposing of all this waste and fraud. I think it's billions of dollars now that they've exposed and just gotten rid of. I saw a number that was like 40,000 government employees had accepted that payment package, that severance package, and were getting fired or retiring or whatever. They're out of the government, which is great. Still, they don't deserve any kind of severance package, but whatever, it's probably in some kind of contract they signed or something that if they did get fired, they get a package. So Elon Musk is running around with these 2 or 3 kids chopping up the government waste. And I saw a thing on there where Elon Musk said that these government employees, they don't even work the weekend at all. So he said it's like the other team doesn't show up on the weekend. So he's just got free run throughout the government, running around there chopping these crooked, thieving politicians and their special interest, wasteful spending, just chopping that shit up on Saturday and Sunday because nobody's there to even question him or ask him anything. Him and these two kids. I wish they would put on some GoPros, you know what I mean, and run around and post that shit so I can see it. But that shit, yeah, just the image cracks me up when I picture it in my head. I gotta laugh. So anyway, that's one of my most requested things is to eliminate all this government waste, and it has been for decades. If we could just eliminate all that waste and then redirect that money, right? Even if we're going to spend it, say we absolutely have to spend it. We have to go deeper in debt. Well, let's spend it on good things. Let's spend it on something that, that helps people. And the stuff that they're wasting it on, like 60 million or something, the numbers are ridiculous. 60 million for transgender comic books in Venezuela or something. Really stupid shit like that. 50 million for condoms in the Gaza Strip. It's the stuff they've uncovered is just so stupid, right? And of course, they paid Hillary Clinton all kinds of money that they just gave it to her. No real reason for it. Her daughter, Chelsea Clinton, got like 84 million for no reason. And it's just utterly ridiculous. And that's all our money. I would have been much happier if, I heard they gave Farmer Joe Brown's daughter 84 million. I'd be happier with that than to watch those lying, cheating scumbags take it. And then that woman, what's her name? Pocahontas, that one that Trump called Pocahontas because she said she was Native American. Yeah, she stood up and actually said that there's no constitutional right for the American people to know where she's spending our money, where the government is spending our money. We don't have any. There's no right. We don't have any right to know how they're wasting our money. She actually stood up and said that in public, in a public forum. Yeah, they are whacked out of their mind. That's why I say it's just up front, out in our faces now. They're writing books about it. They're just doing it. They're taking our freedoms. They want this globalist thing, and they're pushing it, and they're not going to stop. They're going to fight against this stuff, and it's going to get worse before it gets better, because Elon Musk is going to dig down and reach the real filth. He's just ladling the scum off the top now. He's not even reached down in there and got really dirty yet. So we'll see what happens in the next 2.5 years. And then another thing I'd like to say, and this just has to do with the channel here, but sometimes I get these comments about just vague comments about like, I'm an idiot, I'm uninformed. And I get that. People are going to say some shit. I get it. But if you believe that, if you honestly believe that, then tell me why. Tell me what I said was wrong, number one. And then number two, present something as evidence in the other direction. If I say the sun is blue, you can pipe up and say, hey, you said the sun is blue. Here's proof that it's actually white or yellow, So to just get on in the comments and say, oh, you're full of shit, Okay, number one, you're just being vague, and you're offering nothing in opposition to anything I said. You're not refuting anything I said. You're not pointing where, and you're not offering any proof that I am full of shit. So these kind of just really vague and blanket statements, oh, you're full of shit, you're uninformed, and all this shit, they're just useless. Number one, you're not going to piss me off with that dumb shit. I don't care. But if you want to sound like you're contributing to the conversation, then you need to contribute to the conversation. Okay? And then we will have a dialogue. If I am full of shit, then hey, thank you. I'm here to learn. But I have a feeling that you just don't like what I said because it goes against your indoctrination, and so you're just against it. Now, whatever thing I said that ticked you off, because I try really hard not to say things that are incorrect. Even if nobody knows what the hell is going on, I say that. Because most of the time, I don't know. Most of the stuff I talk about, I don't know. All I know is what somebody else told me, what somebody else posted online. And I'll admit that freely. But I have done some reading, and I am pretty informed. Now, whether I have been informed correctly in every single instance, that's up for debate. But if you want to debate it, then put in there what in the comments what you want to debate, not just these blanket statements. If you're that and that's if you want to sound interesting and contribute to the conversation at all. If you don't give a shit, you just want to make noise and support your side of the team or whatever, you want to shout for your team, then go ahead, keep saying it. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. I don't truly care. And just a bit of an update for everyone. When I had the problems with my sound, I had a couple of blank weeks where I didn't post because I was trying to get my sound problem corrected. And so I just went ahead and upgraded everything. I got a new mic and camera and everything, and went ahead and bit the bullet and did that. And now it seems like everything's going pretty well as far as that goes, technical things. But I'm able to choose my background now. It's just a fun little thing. So that's why my background is different. I'll have a permanent one here pretty quick. I'm going through some ideas. So that's what that's all about. I wasn't able to do that before. But now that I've upgraded things, I can do that and kind of choose a cool looking background. So that's where I'm at there. And I'll leave you there with that. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member of Gen X Things, I'll put that link down in the description, or you can head over to the channel page and become a member that way. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can do so by clicking on that super thanks button down there. Or you can head over to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee and buy me a cup of coffee. I appreciate those of you who do that. Thank you very much. If you're interested in Gen X gear, you can hop over to Redbubble and check out the stuff we have over there, Gen X Things and Gen X branded stuff. This t-shirt I'm wearing is from Redbubble. I'll let you check it out real quick. Leave us alone. We got some pretty cool stuff over there at Redbubble. Gen X Things and Gen X branded stuff. But I'll put the link down in the description if you're interested in going and checking that stuff out. If you can't or don't want to support the channel in any of those ways, you can always do so by sharing these videos on your social media. That helps out a lot. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it. If you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Things, please put those down in the comments. Or you can email us, and the email is genxthinks@gmail.com. And as always, Stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.